Customers are shelling out more for e-scooters from today. Prices of electric scooters have risen by a huge 15 to 32,000 rupees, with government trimming its subsidies. Though the industry remains bullish, the higher prices could hit sales of electric two-wheelers in the long term.
Even as the electric two-wheeler market was getting charged to its full potential, people are questioning whether the government has prematurely pulled the plug. Companies like Ola, Ather, TVS and Matter have increased prices of their e-scooter models after the central government trimmed its subsidies. Ola has increased the prices of its base S1 Air model to 1 lakh rupees and on the S1 model to 1.3 lakh rupees. The top-end Pro model will now cost 1.4 lakh rupees ex-showroom. The Ather 450X has seen a price hike of a massive 32,500 rupees. Prices of the TVS iQube are up by 17 to 22,000 rupees. While prices of Bajaj Chetak have shot up to 22,000 rupees. The price hike follows a crucial decision by the government to cut subsidies under its faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicles, or FAME2 scheme. Under the revised norms, subsidies will be capped at 15% of the ex-factory price of the vehicle against 40% earlier. For the Ola S1, this means that the subsidy amount has been cut from 44,700 to 20,678 rupees. On the more expensive S1 Pro, the subsidy is down to 22,268 rupees from 59,550 rupees.
I mean, these are very nominal price increases that we have taken. I think single digit perhaps in terms of percentage. Right. So these are normal course of business is how I'd classify them. Right. We have product lineups coming at various price points. So we have our own pricing and product strategy, which obviously cannot be disclosed in the public. So we are very strategic in the way we take our calls on price and product. So you will you have to see this play out over the next 6 months.
E-scooters were already considered costlier than their traditional ICE counterparts. The only big advantage are the massively low running costs. While the industry remains bullish and insists that the price hikes will not keep customers away and dent sales, analysts believe otherwise. The market has taken off in the past few months. With sales of e-scooters zooming 66% between January and April this year in comparison to last year. Sales of electric cars have risen a whopping 127% in the same period, although on a much lower base.
Two things. One, of course, the growth rate that we have seen in last 10 months will slow down a bit for next couple of months or maybe 2 quarters. But I think that will also push the EV industry to bring in a better proposition for a consumer to buy, maybe a better spec sheet or maybe a lower variants on the price point, so that the consumers can opt from. So I think both the ways it is good for the industry because you'll improve the scooters or bikes or whatever EVs that you're getting in, right? And the second part is the consumers will get more options on the lower end as well.
This was under the FAME2 subsidy scheme and this was for about 5 years. However, many companies came up with frauds and started cutting corners of their vehicle claims. They even made false claims of localization. The government has caught on to it and decided to reduce the scheme. Though the quantum of the scheme remains the same, they've just reduced it per unit to facilitate support for larger number of vehicles. This is Rachna Dhanrajani for Business Today Television.